you know, with Millsap and Bazemore being out. But again, we took advantage of it, and thought we didn't start the game great, but we got great bench play in both halves, and our defense was good. And you know, when we moved the ball and we got the ball going into the paint stuff, we had good quarters of offense too. So it was a good win.
Steve, you started, as you alluded to, slowly. It was 15-7, I think, at a timeout. Was anything said, I don't know, kind of jumpstart the guys? They seemed to compete after that.
Yeah, I mean, we just weren't ready to play there at the very beginning. So all the things that you got to do to beat them, you got to take away their driving gaps. In the first 4 possessions, they just driving the ball right by us. So, you know, then we did better after that.
Are you starting to see the defense improve? You said last week you were really good.
Well, it's 2 good games in a row. You know, I mean, we'll see. You know, I mean, we played, if you look at it, first 33 games of the year, we were great on defense. I mean, so it's not like we're not capable. We haven't been disciplined enough, and we made too many mistakes. You know, that's been our problem. And actually, a lot of it's been our individual defense, which tonight was very good.
Steve, what have you seen out of Frank? I mean, he comes in, I think he was averaging almost 17 a game over the last 15 games, and he had another good game tonight. What do you see?
I think that ever since right around the time of that, you know, remember it was the week trip to the West Coast where we had 3 games. I think it was Portland, Golden State, Utah. He's just been playing, to me, with more purpose, more poise, more confidence, and I think he's playing. He's not worrying about mistakes as much, to me, and when he plays off his instincts and everything, his talent will, you know, kind of shine through. So. You know, like the other night was a great example. He was 0 for 9 going into the 4th quarter, and then he got on a roll. I mean, and I think early in the year, for good reasons. I mean, you know, players are up and down sometimes or have bad stretches, and sometimes it's for the wrong reasons. His issue is he's hard on himself. You know, he gets down on himself, and I think that as he's kind of played going forward, you know, not worried about mistakes and everything, he's played better and better.
How's Michael's ankle?
It'll be day to day, you know. We don't really know right now, but I mean, he's in there. We'll know more tomorrow.
Coach, Dwight had a strong first half when Cody went to the bench with foul, but you guys did a much better job with him in the second half. What would you say changed?
I mean, you know, just collapsed more. I mean, we had 3-4 guys in there. I mean, he's obviously a handful, and he was getting like those deep seals in the paint. He's just so strong that you know, it's hard. You know, it's hard. And I thought in the second half it can't be one guy, and a lot of times it can't be 2 guys. So I thought in the second half, you know, we had 3-4 guys in there sometimes, and it was better.
Fourth quarter defense and bench play, is that getting where you want it to be?
It was good tonight. It was good tonight. So, you know, again, I mean, you know, it's got to be weeks, right? I mean, you got to play well. You got to play well Wednesday. I mean, you know, you have to play well to win a game in this league, and you got to have, not like everybody's got to play perfect, but everybody's got to have the right purpose and play. When we do that, you know, our strength is we're smart, skilled, and we're smart. And that's only going to shine through when you have the right concentration, the right intensity, the right approach. And these last 2 games, we've had that. So it gives us a better chance to win.
You're down in 3 against the division. Any special magic to that?
No. I mean, because again, you know what happens is, think about our series with them. So the second game in Atlanta, we're both on a back-to-back. So, you know, who knows? The first game here, we're down 1, Dwight gets kicked out. You know, I mean, like, you know, we beat Miami twice early in the year when they didn't have all their guys. You know, and I mean, you know, you could do it the other way too. I see, to me, it's so much more in this league it's how you're playing, not who you're playing. Except for Golden State, San Antonio, those guys. You've got to get a game, get a way to play, and then you got to be able to do it every night against every team. That's how you win, you know. And for us, it's, you know, when we've defended, we're low turnover, we play inside out, we're good, you know. And the challenge has been doing that night after night after night.
What about the energy that Weber brings you off the bench?
He's done a good job. He's done a good job. He's he's confident. He makes things happen, and he could end up being. You can see he could really be a good defender. He's obviously he's young. He's got a lot to learn, and he doesn't play with all the times with a lot of discipline in a league where you have to play with discipline. But listen, now he's making a difference out there. I mean, he goes in the game and things happen in a good way. And he's number one thing. I've said this in this room a lot of times. Coach Parcells used to play. You want to have as many guys on your team as you can that will compete every night without the aid of coaching, and that's who he is. I mean, he's going to play. If you took him out there right now and played 3-on-3, you're going to play the same way. That's just how he is. He's going to play hard. So you can't lose with guys like that. Good. Thank you.